me. Well, Unico Williams. That's right, it's your boy! Coming at you again on a Thursday, as I love to do, because Thursday is my favorite day of the week. Why? Well, I was born on a Thursday, 11:47 a.m. That's right, we back with another one. And if you're watching this right now, obviously, if you're watching it live, you're watching on Facebook Live, but we are on a new network. We're on a different channel now. We are now on Overall 99 ENT. Dang, they about to fire me. Overall 99 ENT on YouTube. That's where all of my the main show will be, along with a host of other stuff, man. So a little background on this. My cousin, currently out west, out there in Colorado, he started a movement with Overall 99 ENT, and has some great songs, Bubble Up, which is what we about to do, by the way. But we came together, and there was some song stuff going on, some ideas. I ain't never made the music to it, but he had me with some great beats. But man, my man's is talented. Kid Creative Player, if you don't know, look him up. But he started something a long time ago, and with partnering up with Trevor and aka Zell May, aka Le Alpha. We just came together, and Old West, he put us together, and I decided that it was a good idea to link up with Overall 99 ENT. So here we are. So if you are watching this is the first episode premiering on Overall 99 ENT. That's right. So just a little, and also just to give you an idea of what else is going on, we got so many different shows, so much different content that's on this network. Like it's not just me running my mouth and trying to figure out where to put stuff all the time. This is basically like literally a network. Like this, the new BET. That's what we're trying to build. So we got What's New 99 Entertainment. That'll be hosted by myself and Zell May. We got What's New 99 Sports, and that'll be hosted by Kid Creative Player. We got Purpose with my homegirl Bree, and that'll be co-hosted with Zell May, aka Le Alpha, aka Trevor. So and we also got my boy Corey out here. I mean, we talking about everything. We got a show called What's the Trend, where we'll hop on there and we'll talk about what's trending today, such as I got some breaking news. Apparently, Kanye West is worth $5 billion. I'm gonna look into that, and we're gonna give you an episode in regards to that on what's the trend. I mean, we just got a lot going on, and I'm happy to be a part of this team, especially with the recap and reaction episodes. That what's that show called? Love Country, whatever. They got that going on. Power season 2, Ghost or whatever. I ain't stole it yet. I ain't stole the channels yet. So I'm gonna catch up though. I got the Fire Stick waiting in the wings. You already know I'm gonna handle that. I'm gonna watch it eventually. But for all y'all to have watched this, man, hop on the channel. If y'all want the recaps, the reactions, all that stuff, let us know if you agree with what we're coming up with and the things that we're saying, or if you have even more information about this than we do, let us know. But this is a movement, and we're trying to do something big. I'm just glad to be a part of it. Glad to be a part of a team, man. I ain't been a part of a team in a while. So shout out to 1005. That was quite the team. So with that being said, I think we ought to go ahead and celebrate with a little bit of Henny, because that's how we celebrate anything. Chaser, brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel. Peach, holla at your boy. Pay me my money. Woo! All right. So let's get into today's show. Of course, as you can see, the title of this one is called Jonathan Price. Typically, my titles are based off of just whatever's going on. But lately, the titles of my episodes have been the names of people that have fallen to police brutality. And unfortunately, you're seeing the name now because we have another victim of police brutality. So this takes place in Wolf City, Texas. That is about 70 miles north of Dallas. And this past Saturday, Sean Lucas, police officer for that area, he responded to a call for looks like a fight, if you will. So he pulls up to a gas station, and there sits Jonathan Price. Of course, in this situation, there was apparently there's some domestic issues going on. It was between a couple, and they were of the light skin persuasion. And of course, Officer Lucas, if you will, or ex-officer, and we'll just call him Sean now. Sean, he decided to detain the only black person in the situation. He decided to detain him, and he walked away with his hands up. He walked away with his hands up, and that was resisting in a non-threatening way. So Sean decided that it was a good idea to tase Jonathan Price. After tasing him, apparently Jonathan tried to reach for the taser, and that's when Sean reached for his service weapon, and Jonathan was killed. Here we go again. Here we go again. I'm sick of saying it. I'm almost becoming numb to that term. I'm sick of saying it. Here we go again. But here's the difference in this situation. So Sean, who went up there and pulled this decided to be the executioner, if you will. He got charged for murder. He's locked up. Now, I don't know if he posted bond because he's not listed in the roster in Wolf City, in their jail listing, if you will, but he got locked up. So like I said, I'm not sure if he bonded out or anything, but here we go. Dang, man, Pence Fly is in here. I don't know how he got in here. I'm gonna get at him in a second. If I randomly punch during this episode, it's because I think I'm One Punch Man. That's right. That's what I thought. Stick up there till I get done with this show. I got something for you. Okay. So he got locked up, and so I mean so his family, Jonathan Price's family, if you will, they're feeling good about this. That they hate that it happened to their son, but they feel like something's being done, and I guess this is a step in the right direction, but the shit still gotta stop. I apologize for cussing, but it still gotta stop. I think at this point, there's sections of America and of the infrastructure, if you will, that are still pushing the limits to see if they can get away with it. So Wolf City has a very small population. I would go on to I believe that it's a sundown city. So basically no black people there after sundown. I feel like it's one of those places like if we see your black ass down here, you might not make it out. One of those kind of things. You go to the gas station, boy, it's almost sundown. You better get out of here. Where they say that and don't mind what's going on. So with the fact that this happened in a small place, I think that Sean thought he could get away with this, but this whole movement, and that's why it's so important to understand and embrace what you all are doing, the protesting and bringing all this stuff to light. Shout out to the NBA, shout out to the NFL, shout out to all these things, all the race, even NASCAR. Shout out to all these big industry things that are helping out with bringing and just the people that step out there. I can walk out there and start marching and protesting right now. Even that means something. So what you're doing is working and it's helping because it's trickling down even into the more remote aspects of our society, if that makes sense. So with that being said, even the people that just feel like they can just get away, we know you got your old Barney Fifes and all that just run the county, if you will, and just get away with whatever. That's over. I really feel like there's a change actually coming, and I feel like we're just in this tension filled part because there is change. And change is uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable on both sides of these situations. You have in a sense a quote unquote a white supremacist or somebody that feels like they're at the top of the food chain, and they feel like they're in danger. But this is what I would ask that they would think about. I would ask that you think about not being better than anyone. Hear me out. What if you feel like you're equal to other people. And you just do the best that you can in life with no extra advantage or anything like that because you look the way you look. No, you just come out and you just be the best person that you can be. Has anybody thought about that? Like, I know that people like the easy way. I get that. I personally like a challenge. Trust me, I'm in a challenge right now. Every day I wake up and just try and make a couple of dollars. It's a challenge for me. Trust me. But yeah, I understand that people would like the easy way. And if you've had the easy way for, I don't know, 200 years or something to that effect, I don't know. If you've had the easy way, I can understand why it would be uncomfortable to go to a way where you don't have that kind of advantage anymore. It's like when you're in 5th grade and, you know, you was the tallest kid in the class, and then you go to middle school, you're still kind of tall. But as time goes on, the people that you were bigger than, they become just as tall as you, or they become taller than you. So it's not as easy anymore. And I can understand how that's uncomfortable. But it's time for that kind of change where everybody has an opportunity. And as long as you work hard and do the best that you can, I like that. Because that's what America's supposed to be all about. It's not about unfair advantages and things like that. Everybody has an opportunity to become something. That's the ideal, at least, of the United States. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, that brings me to this debate, this vice presidential debate last night between Senator Kamala Harris, my favorite AKA right now, and Michael Pence. I call him Mike Pence. I'm from Indiana. I can call him Mike. That was weird. It was so weird. It wasn't even like really a debate. It wasn't really a debate. It felt like one person out of the two answered the questions, and one person out of two just said whatever they felt like they wanted to say. And it was odd. There was a situation where a fly hit Mike Pence's hair and chilled there for a while. He ain't even swat or nothing. Like I don't know. He's that privileged. He ain't never met a fly, is what I'm guessing. But it was weird, man. It was weird. They tried. I think Kamala tried to answer those questions. I think she did a very good job as far as addressing the question that was asked. But I'm gonna get you. Hold on, y'all. Y'all might see some magic. That's what I thought. You better sit down somewhere. But yeah, she addressed the questions. And Pence, he was just like, they would ask him, so how do you feel about the approach to coronavirus? And he would say, well, I believe that free lunch is a very good thing to have, and children should be able to eat free lunch. And that's not what they asked you. How do you feel about your response to the coronavirus? You know, I think that the right is doing a very good job of just staying out of most of these things, and we're just holding steady. What? He didn't answer any questions. And that just kind of brings me to this point and what I really want to make. Why couldn't I see two people that just really genuinely want the best for everybody that lives in America? Like that's just it. Instead, there becomes this ideology where you want to be on this side of things or you want to be on that side of things, and you argue the point. I would love to see a debate where a question is asked and they say the same thing. Like that would be dope. Like that is more indicative of where we want to go. Because that's the problem. All we've seen in these past few elections, I've been through a few elections myself at this point, as far as being alive, and all I see is the same thing. It's, no, that person's stance on that is wrong. And no, that person's stance on that is wrong. It would be great to actually see that our country is progressing by, if they ask you, hey, do humans need to breathe? And both candidates say yes. opposed to it being they need to breathe, but this is how they should do it. They need to breathe and they shouldn't do it like that. This is actually how they should do it. I think we can all agree that we need to breathe. And why don't we just leave it there? I just feel like nobody wants the best for everyone. They want the best for a group or a section. Now, Kamala and Mike Pence, shame the devil. Kamala and Joe Biden, they seem like they're for an approach, whether you're a white supremacist, whether you're a broke black person, whether you're an immigrant, whether it seems like they want the best for people. That's the vibes I'm getting. You're giving me Gandhi, y'all. Keep giving it to me. But at the same time, I'm also I'm not sure what to think, because like I said, nobody's being progressive on either side of this thing, and they're just constantly arguing with each other. How can you argue over the quality of life? I don't understand. Now there's subgenres. Do I like blue, or does blue go with this outfit? Does this tie go with this outfit? There's subgenres of stuff that you can disagree on, but the quality of human life, I believe that's something that sometimes you just need to straight up agree on. And that's where I'm at with that. And that brings me to the next part of it. Now, as we know, our president, he when I say our loosely, he don't represent me. And that's not that I don't have a super duper problem with him as like the person, but he just gives me bad vibes. Like, I don't know, he's cool with white supremacy as long as they are the people that are supporting him. I'm not even sure he's a white supremacist, but they are. Because there's something to be said about having that level of power. Because you can be as rich as he is, but that level of power to be the most powerful man in the world, that's a whole different kind of thing. That's something that most rich people, they strive for. Once you have so much money you don't know what to do with, you want more power, because money doesn't give you all the power. But being the president of the United States, whew, that's a lot of power. But we know that President Trump, he did have he came down with the old Rona. He spent 3 days in one of those military hospitals. And he went on a joyride with like 3 or 4 other people from Secret Service in there with him. He got to waving at folk. They had their mask on. I still feel like if you had Corona, everybody in that vehicle, their health was at stake. So that happened. I think that was dumb, but it is what it is. Just put people at risk, and I think the whole White House should just be quarantined at this point. When folks got just have a whole bunch of bugs at their house, so they got to put that white tent over the house and do things to it. I should see that at the White House like super duper soon, like just because damn near everybody has it. So with that being said, I thought that was in a sense a ploy to keep President Trump out of the debate that's being held in Miami, town hall style, via Zoom. Turns out that President Trump does not like that ideal, and he's saying that he's not going to participate in it because it's on Zoom. It's not a real town hall with people there in the midst of a pandemic. That's not selfish or anything. It's not putting anybody at risk. It's we just want that real feel, like a real debate, a real town hall. Well, I'm seeing LeBron James wear a mask via Zoom interviews. Like, we're in a different place here, President Trump, and things have to be done differently. We just saw the debate last night where they both had plexiglass and they were socially distanced. I'm so afraid of how he's about to spin this. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm so afraid how President Trump is about to spin this. I had the corona, I beat it, and it's not a big deal, and we need to just continue to move on. That's not a good look. Like, I'm not seeing any attempt at all to keep the coronavirus at bay, especially coming from the leader. Like, man, Italy did their thing. Italy started it off. They made everybody stay in the crib. Everybody sat down for a couple of months. Boom, it's a wrap. So they had a big outbreak, and then they handled that. They clamped it down. Us, man, we over here kicking it. I can go to the bar right now, anywhere in Indiana. I can just pretty much move freely and do whatever I want to. And as they say, as long as I have a mask. But I can walk into the place with a mask and then not have the mask anymore. I see people at the Dollar General because they got that good instant coffee that I like, the Mo Crystal. But I can walk in anywhere and I see people just with their mask down. Like, I thought that President Trump getting the virus was going to help open his eyes, and he actually had some tweets that were kind of humble. Like, it seemed like, a man that was looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, and he was kind of like, he seemed almost human for a second. And he's back at it. Rip the mask off. We can beat that. And I saw a meme where, they were like, the doctors, they never seen anybody get over this so quickly. And my blood, it didn't have DNA, it had USA. And all that type of stuff that I believe that some people would believe. That if you believe strong enough, you won't lose to coronavirus. This is crazy. The amount of seriousness that they're putting into this virus. But I said all that to say this. President Trump does not, I felt like he did a pretty terrible job at the first presidential debate. And he's saying that he's going back out of the one here in Miami. I don't know how they choose these spots, but I would love to be in Miami. But they're not going to have, he's saying he's backing out. So we'll keep you, informed as to what's going on in regards to if he's going to do the debate or not. We'll see. We'll see. Well, man, is everybody feeling all right? Are y'all good? I just want everybody to know that mental health is a very important thing, especially during these times. It's so unprecedented. It's so many different things that are happening. Families are being affected by the coronavirus, and some people are being affected by just being in the house all the time and in depression and all that kind of stuff. I just want to give y'all an update on myself. I'm in great spirits. I feel good. I'm doing what I love. I have the ability to do what I love. And I've never felt more free. Because I learned something during this pandemic, actually. I learned something. I learned about the gift of goodbye. And I learned about it's okay to say no. I feel like over the past, my whole life, I've been just overstretched, just everywhere. I had my hands in everything. And I couldn't just focus on that one thing that I wanted to do, which is this, the very thing that I'm doing right now. And I was always stressed. And then, I lost my father, and I didn't really get to mourn him because I was still just stretched in so many different directions, pulled in so many different directions, because I didn't want to let anybody down. And that would go on to hurt me in a lot of different relationships that I had, whether that was from a friendship aspect or whether that was from a romantic aspect, because I didn't give myself time. And I found that peace that I was looking for. And I went head on with the things that were bothering me and that were hurting me. And I implore y'all to do the same thing. So while you have some time and, while you get to hang out at the crib and be with your loved ones, or even that time you have by yourself, which is so, so, so important to have. Sometimes it is okay to be by yourself. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Honestly, I love it. Shout out to my dogs. They don't talk, so that's cool. like finding myself was and facing what was really hurting me and all that stuff during this time, that has been huge. And I implore you to do the same thing. It's once you find that love within yourself, and once you find that purpose and that determination that you want, that you're looking for, man, you're gonna feel so much better, that much more better by focusing on the things that are going to make you happy. Not so much about what's making everybody else happy. Because my grandfather always tells me, he said, you can't do nothing for nobody if you can't do nothing for yourself. So you can't make people happy if you're not happy. And that was something that's always stuck with me, and I was finally able to achieve that. And, my vacation I took a couple of weeks ago, being around successful people and knowing that I could stand with them and feeling like I could stand with them. Because beforehand, like, you know, a few years back, I'll probably put my head down and, oh man, I can't believe I'm around these people. No, being able to stand up with people that are successful and understanding that you're just as human as they are, and it just does something when you can walk around and know that you don't think that you're any less of anybody, or you don't think you're better than anybody. You just belong. And I just want people to really find themselves and find their own happiness, because man, life is a lot better. You'll look at things differently. You'll handle things differently and much more better, because you'll have that aspect of, you know, you set your own bar for how you want to live life. And then having the ability to let things go when maybe it's not going your way, you have to understand it's probably for the best. And I don't know, that's just my thing that I want to give to you. You know, I typically don't get into the whole deep talk, but man, I'm feeling good. I'm on a new channel. Overall 99 ENT, I'm on a new channel. It's going down. I'm surrounded by so many positive people. My circle is small. At this point, as far as my, you know, obviously I have my childhood friends. We talk to each other via text, or, you know, we give each other a call every now and then. And then my new friends, you know, they come from they out there in Colorado, they out there in Mississippi, they out there in Texas, out there in Cali. I mean, I got friends from all over the place. And the dope thing about it is we're all on one accord. And that's all I've been looking for, is for to be around like-minded individuals, because that is what's helping to pull me out of the things that I've been in, because I spend a lot of time trying to get people on the same accord. And if you can't be on the same accord, there's always going to be some sort of distress, and you don't want that. So get with people that's like-minded, work hard, all that. You know, I'm working on a little project. That's what I call it. You know, when y'all see me on Facebook, or, you know, on Instagram story and all that, and I talk about I'm doing a little project, I'm working with my boy Mike Wynn. And Mike Wynn, oh my God, man, y'all should have seen him when we was in high school. When we was kids, my man was very skinny. He was skinnier than I am, maybe just as skinny as I am right now. Who knows? But this dude turned himself into a monster. And he's at the point where he is competing in shows. And that's what our new project is about right now. We started a series on his YouTube. It just came out 3 days ago, episode 1, Road to Show. So Mike has a fitness show, or bodybuilding show. I apologize if I don't know exactly what to call it, but he about to go out there and do all that in front of the judges and all that. He about to get it going. He about to get it in. And we're documenting his journey as we're going to Kentucky. See, I thought it was in Tennessee, and it was a 10 that I wanted to see down there. But it's cool. We're going to Kentucky. We're going to show some love to Breonna Taylor. But it's his road. We're showing the road that he's taking on his show, which is October 31st. So, man, make sure y'all go subscribe to Mike Wynn, M-I-K-E space Wynn, W-Y-N-N. We always winning. I'm glad that we took this project on, but he's a like-minded individual. We want to be great. And we hold each other accountable, and you know, we can speak on if we're not cool with this or we're not cool with that. We have that respect for each other. I mean, we've been friends since we were kids, but, you know, as adults who are both trying to do something great, coming from, you know, in a small city. Obviously he's from Philly, but, you know, he ended up and blessed us in Muncie. But I'm saying all that to say this: getting with like-minded individuals is a great thing, and that's what you should surround yourself with. Not the things that hurt and upset you. You want to be with the things that challenge you and make you happy once you succeed. So, man, keep that in mind as you go through your own mental health journey. So once again, October 31st, Mike Wynn, he gonna handle his business. I'll be there personally. We going to Kentucky, baby. Let's move on to TV. So first and foremost tonight, we got the Patriots versus Bears. You know I'm big on betting on sports, okay? I do that. That's what I do. That's my new thing. Indiana being one of the states that's allowed to do sports betting, I do that, okay? That's me. That's what I like to do. I love competing, and even competing about stuff that I have nothing to do with. I just get to guess, and they give me money for it. So tonight, Patriots versus Bears. The Patriots are favored by 3.5 points. I believe that they're going to win by 10 or more. So I definitely put my bread on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight. I don't see Nick Foles coming out after a short week doing much of anything. So because ain't no pressure on the line. It's just a regular game. So that's where I'm at. And then obviously the Lakers have gone up 3-1 in the series. And they are favored by 7 points tomorrow, Friday. They are favored by 7 points tomorrow. I believe that they will try and get these boys, the Heat, up out of there. This could be a blowout. I feel like the Heat and the Lakers both feel the fatigue, but I feel like the Lakers are going to dig deep and say, we got to get the hell out of here. Let's get back to L.A. by Saturday morning and get it cracking. Because Disney World is great when you're 12 and you're 9 and you're 8. But when you a millionaire and you in L.A., you want to do whatever you want to do. And if you with the Heat, I know you on South Beach. So with that being said, I think the Heat might just turn it, just call it in. And I believe the Lakers are going to just put the pedal to the metal and handle that. So, that's where I'm at when it comes to betting. I'm very good at betting. So I got a little bit more advice for you. Now, ladies, if you're looking for somebody to bet on, you can always bet on me. Head to Christian Mingle, holla at your boy old Bar Swallow Bar Swallow. And I'm on Twitter, UNIQO_Williams. That's Unico_Williams on Twitter. I'm Unico Williams on everything else. You can catch me on Spotify, Unico Williams. Apple Podcasts, Unico Williams. You can catch me on Google Podcasts, Unico Williams. I'm on the new YouTube page. Obviously, you can go to my old one, Unico Williams. I got some special stuff for y'all that just for y'all, my intimates. But I'm on a new channel, Overall 99 ENT. Go follow that. This is where it will be premiering tonight. This is our first one tonight on the channel. Clap that up. Much love.